This is Eagle Owl, and today I'll be talking about AJ Brown. He's looking for that work. Also, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts linking up before training camp. And lastly, Jalen Carter. He's been looking explosive, but let's get straight into it. All right, man. So let's hop straight into the topics. Actually, before I hop straight into the topics, I got to thank my guy Isaiah Rogers. I actually gave him a shout out on Twitter because I'm like, yo, ever since he gave me that push, that shout out, the numbers been looking better on YouTube. And he's like, yo, it's a family based thing, man. And I really do appreciate Isaiah Rogers just giving me additional eyes on my YouTube channel. I don't even ask for much, but it was out of nowhere. He gave me a shout out. I loved it because one day my Twitter just blew up and I'm like, yo, what? I didn't even tweet today. And Isaiah Rogers just added me, followed me, and I guess he liked the content. So again, shout out to Isaiah Rogers. But let's hop straight into the topics. AJ Brown. As AJ Brown is looking to work, he's looking to reach out to all the wide receivers, and this is what he had to say. Wideouts, what's up? The tight ends get together for a weekend. The DBs link up. The pass rushers even get together. Come on, guys. We can't be too big time to link up and learn. I'm a fan of everyone and willing to work with whoever. Let's make it happen, wideouts at NFL. I like this. I like this a lot because a lot of people got this thing, especially about AJ Brown, that receivers are divas. They to themselves. They work out by themselves and they go to their trainers. But you got the tight end universities, the O-line, like the O-line across the NFL, they love each other. The D-line love each other because they work in units all the time. Whereas though, wide receivers, they could be to themselves a little bit, quarterbacks, running backs. But AJ Brown's like, yo, he extended the olive branch. Like, let's all work. Let's all learn something from each other. And that's what I like about AJ Brown, man. A lot of people don't mention when AJ Brown came to the Philadelphia Eagles, not only did Devontae Smith get better, but AJ Brown got better. AJ Brown's like, yo, I've been learning how to route run better from Devontae Smith. And Devontae Smith, he's becoming, I can moss you, I can do this and I can do that against you because things he learned from AJ Brown. So having two top 10 receivers play with each other, not only that they love each other, but they really learn from each other. And again, it's good that AJ Brown is extending that olive branch. Like Tyreek Hill's with it. I think Dez Bryant put some out there. There's a couple receivers that are out there that are looking to link up. And I seen Darius Slay retweeted, say something, even though he's a DB. And again, I like it. I know Darius Slay on our team been trying to do it for a couple years. Like, yo, let's have the DBs link up. Let's all work. It's the off season. And again, I like it. I like it, especially for a guy like AJ Brown, who has this negative thing on his name for some reason. But the tides have been turning a little bit. A lot of people have been saying AJ Brown, maybe he's the team player everybody believe he is. Ever since he signed the contract, ever since he been laying low, he a tweet here and there. And I like this for AJ Brown. And speaking of AJ Brown, Adam Schefter actually has some nice things to say about AJ Brown, basically calling him a top 5, top 6 receiver. But let me go over this tweet by the 97.5 Fanatic. AJ Brown's still one of the best wide receivers in the league. And if we made a list of the top wide receivers in the league, how many would you actually say you would want over AJ Brown right now? Like, who would be on that list? Again, off the top of my head, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, maybe. And I'm with Adam Schefter with this. Who would you put over AJ Brown? To me, AJ Brown is top 3, and it depends on what flavor you like. For example, I think the guys in that top 3 is Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, and AJ Brown. You could say Jamar Chase and CeeDee Lamb if you want to go a top 5. But the top 3 really matters, and that top 3 depends on what you like. Do you like the Ferrari? Do you like Tyreek Hill? Fast, go get the ball in his hands, big playmaker. Do you like the route running? Do you like the locomotive? The route runner is Justin Jefferson, obviously, a great route runner. do his thing. When he get the ball in his hands, he's really hard to catch, and he's really hard to guard one-on-one because again, he's so smooth with his route running. And AJ Brown, just give him the ball, he's going to run over your favorite DB. He might even run over your linebacker. Hell, I think he can run over some DNs in this league. So I like AJ Brown. I liked AJ Brown before even coming to Philadelphia when he was on Tennessee, and I'm like, yo, if he go to that team, telling his skills can go to another level, and it sure did, man. And again, I love AJ Brown, man. AJ Brown is my dog. All right, so let's get into the next topic. Let's talk about Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Yes, they are working. Saquon Barkley posted some pictures of him and Jalen Hurts. I like it that these two are working. And Jalen Hurts usually do this when a new guy come on the team. He did this with Devontae Smith when he was first drafted. He did it with AJ Brown when he first got to Philadelphia. Now he's doing it with Saquon. And the reason why is because they're new. They don't really have any chemistry. Maybe some things probably was off a little bit during OTAs and before training camp start. Let's get to work now. Let's work out together. Let's see what we like. Do you like to pass this way, that way? Do you like this route? And because they knew, again, they trying to build chemistry before this training camp, before the season start. And once they get that down pat, because we already know the chemistry between Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown and Dallas Goedert, everybody else that been there, but we don't know about him and Saquon Barkley, because Saquon Barkley could be as good as he want, Jalen Hurts can be as good as he want, but this is still a team sport. And if the chemistry is not right, then it really won't matter. But it's good that they putting in the extra OT. They putting in OT, working out together. John Clark even put this up like, yeah, they working out together. This is a great sign of leadership from both guys. Like, let's link up, let's work, and I like it for both of them. And let's talk about Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter, he's been looking explosive, man. Let me play this clip by Nolan Smith.
Your thoughts on Jalen Carter's first season in the NFL?
Man, they realized that he one of them dogs and he explosive, and he started to get the slide when they picked that up, because they was giving him one-on-ones, and I was watching him and I say, hey, if we ever get the man side together, we work games. And man, I just love my dog, but man, once they start realizing, oh, we got to slide to that man, mama, that's that man. So
yeah, Nolan Smith kept it real. Like, yo, once the league found out, like, yo, Jalen Carter is really that dude, they start double teaming him. And now Jalen Carter is going to be a guy I watch. He's going to be a guy I watch. I want to see how he take his game to another level. Like Nolan Smith was saying, a lot of teams wasn't really double teaming him yet because they didn't know he got a lot of one-on-ones. And then once teams found out, like, hold on, wait, he is that guy. Let's start slide protection his way. And then left one-on-ones for like Jordan Davis, the Milton Williams, even the edges got their one-on-ones because Jalen Carter's that dominant. Now I want to see how he handle all that attention going into year two. A lot of people say he fell off the rails towards the end of the season, but I think he was a victim of the system. I think that switch between Sean Desai and Pencil really didn't help him at all, because Pencil sucked. Pencil had the easiest part of the schedule and looked worse than Sean Desai. Pencil had the easiest part of the schedule and look worse than Sean Desai. So hopefully Jalen Carter, can prove a lot of people wrong, man. A lot of people, I go back and forth with on Twitter saying like, yeah, you guys thought Jalen Carter was this and that, and he didn't get the defensive player of the year. We all knew it was because the end of the season thing, and maybe people were biased because whatever happened in college. I mean, just leave it at that. Whatever happened in college. So Jalen Carter, yeah, again, he got a lot to prove. He hear the doubters, he hear the haters, and Jalen Carter is going to be explosive. He's going to be hard to stop. And you know why? Because I think Jordan Davis is going to take his game to another level. And if not for whatever reason, Milton Williams is right there and ready. He's right there and ready. But hey, man, what do you think, and how do you feel about the news today? AJ Brown looking to link up, man. Wide receivers, don't be divas, man. Y'all got to link up. Everybody else do it. Why not y'all? Also, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, putting in that extra work, putting in that OT. And again, Jalen Carter. But this is Eagle Al. I'm